Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I have a couple things for you and I will have timestamps down below. We have the Ipsy Glam Bag X. We have a mini Sephora, and then we also have my Marshalls, and they'll probably go in just about that order. So I am interested to see, when I open this up, my opinion. I have loved and praised the Glam Bag X. I think for the last 3 times, I think that's all I've gotten. I was not impressed with my choices. And sometimes that's the case, and then when I get the box, I have a change of heart. But I just was disappointed. I feel like Ipsy has fed me eye creams and eye creams and eye creams. So I don't know. I just was a little bit annoyed. Usually the Glam Bag X, you have a lot of exclusive picks. It seems like in the past they've done a really good job of looking at your profile, which after this I did go back and kind of update my profile. Not that I had that much to change on it. So anyway, we'll see if I change my mind about this or not. I think this is about $60. They had a little bit of price increases. So anyway, they choose 5 in this one, and then you choose 3. So you definitely, I mean, it's 8 products for 60 bucks. So theoretically, you know, much better value. All right, let's see. And I printed out things. I think in this one you used to get kind of a brochure. Actually, you do. But I printed things out from home, so I like to be able to talk about them. So it looks like this is a somewhat smaller little kind of magazine brochure. So it kind of has information, definitely more information than the Glam Bag. But like I said, I printed information. So let's just start with, I guess, my first one on top. So I was super excited when I saw this. I have seen Drunk Elephant for a long time, and I've always wanted to try one. And when I saw that this was kind of one of the featured products, I kind of thought maybe we would all get one with the X. So I'm hoping everybody did. This is an expensive brand. I've seen other YouTubers basically say it's too expensive. They wouldn't recommend just because of price point. I am kind of sad that I got this particular one because it has lactic acid, and that sometimes does not go well with my sensitive skin. It has really kind of cute packaging. I love the color blocking. This is a $82 value. It's a full size. Let's see. It says quench your thirsty weather-worn skin. 11 peptides, growth factors, amino acids. They help hydrate. And 10% lactic acid to help gently slough off dead skin. So I'm scared with the lactic acid. Let's see, ingredients, water, then glycerin, then lactic acid. It has squalene, which is really good, Camellia sinensis oil, triglycerides. So it has a great ingredient list. And let's see, I was watching somebody, and it has somehow funny packaging. So you twist. So you twist to open it. I just love the packaging. I am going to try this, but acids just, I scare me generally. So anyway, I love the packaging. Let's see how to use it. Shake well before use, then pump a small amount and smooth over your cleansed face. So you're supposed to like leave this on all day or all night. I will say whenever I've tried a lactic acid, I usually put it on before I get in the shower, you know, and wait, you know, five minutes or something. So I may try that with this. I'm scared. If you guys have used this, let me know. How is the lactic acid? Made in the USA. So I also love that this is made in the USA, and it says with sustainable resources. Newport Beach, California. Interesting. So anyway, very excited to have this. This clearly pays for the box. I'm just not a fan of lactic acid. But given the ingredients list and that it's Drunk Elephant, I feel like I kind of have to try it. All right, up next was something they chose, and that was as well. This one is already just going to go in a giveaway. I don't do matte pretty much anything. And this is a matte lipstick which I assume in like a red. So this is a matte lipstick. This is $25 value. And I'm not even sure. Makeup Forever Rouge Artist. Forever Matte 24-hour wear. So, and actually I don't think that was the color. That's just the packaging. So there's the color. I just don't do matte. And I'm not sure I can open this. I was going to show you guys. It's not wanting to open. So this is the packaging, and that looks just out of the gate like kind of almost too neutral, like a very nudish. So I'm not going to open this because this is going to go right in a giveaway. Kind of cute packaging. I don't know where they've gotten all of a sudden that I really like. I want a bunch of lipsticks. I don't know. I will say I feel like you're darned if you do, darned if you don't on their whole like review afterwards. Because if you say you don't like it, then it's like, if I really like it, I want to tell them I like it. But I feel like once you tell them you like it, then they want to send things over and over again. All right, up next. I did find this interesting, and I believe they chose this for me, I think. This is Rehab Hair Oil. I absolutely love hair oil. This is $33. This is Rehab Dose 1.0 Hair Oil Capsules. Reparative and strengthening capsules add shine and make your hair healthier. Biodegradable capsule, aloe, jojoba, Moroccan oils, vitamin A, C, E, B5. So I love this concept of hair oil. I will absolutely try it. I use hair oils almost daily, but I have never seen it in this little capsule. So on one hand, I find this unique because I think it might be easier to travel with. Like if you were going to the gym or something, you could just grab a capsule and kind of throw it in your bag. But I also don't really know, I don't get, oh, and they're oily, so maybe you're not going to grab one. So these are oily, so I don't know if one has sort of leaked. But they're like this little pearl that you open and then you squeeze out the oil. And it's oily. Oh gosh. Well, anyway, that went down. So I don't know, I just don't get like why have this special packaging. I don't know if one of the ingredients maybe doesn't last, you know what I mean? It kind of like degenerates over time. Like I'm not sure the point. So it looks like the number one ingredients is Moroccan oil, followed by jojoba oil. Then a couple things that I don't really, fragrance is pretty high up. Glycerin. So that's really it. Like it's not showing too many ingredients there. I don't know. I'm definitely going to try it. Definitely going to use it. I would think I would just rather have like a dropper or a pump with the oil. So I don't know what the benefit is of those, especially now that they're oily. Definitely oily. But I'm happy to have that. We'll absolutely use that. All right. Up next, we have another mascara. I love mascara. So there's nothing necessarily wrong with this. It's another Too Faced. I honestly hate their names. Better Than Sex. And I think this might be the same one I have just in waterproof. $28 value. 100% cruelty free. And I just got the Too Faced, I believe in my Ipsy, not that long ago. So I just don't know why they would give it to me again. So I don't know. This may go in a giveaway just because I'm trying to open it without breaking the package. I wanted just to see if the actual product package is the same. So it is very similar. I love their packaging. It's a heavy metal that feels cold. This is blue where the other one is rose. And this has little water droplets permanently on there. I'm not sure if those are picking up, but it has little water droplets. So very cute packaging. I don't really want waterproof. Mainly because I feel like it would be hard to remove. And I don't have too many scenarios where I need waterproof. I mean, I don't put mascara on when I'm getting in the pool. I don't put on mascara when I'm going to the beach. So I personally don't have a reason to have a waterproof mascara. So this is nice enough. I don't mind the this particular mascara. I also don't love it. I would not use my own money to repurchase it, but I'm not going to complain if I get it in a box. So anyway, and this also talks about volume. If it's the same as the non-waterproof, I personally don't think there's that much volume, and I don't like volume. So anyway, this is probably going to go in a giveaway. And I guess that's kind of what I meant by disappointing. There's nothing really wrong with what I got, but it's kind of like a repeat. I just got the other one. All right, and this is again kind of where we go with the thing, is that they've now, I guess, like they're going to give me a Truly product every month. And again, I sound like a whiner, I guess. This is a $35 value. It's a jumbo size body butter, shea butter, coconut oil, mango butter, jojoba seed oil, and then the list goes on. I keep holding it sideways. I guess I'm reading. I don't mind their products. They've been very nice. I will probably use this. Rose, shea butter. I don't know. I would like some variety. They just keep giving me Truly products over and over again. Very pretty. If there's room in my giveaway boxes, I have 2 left. I might put this in. There's nothing wrong with this. I love the glass containers. I just like a little variety. So I may or may not keep this. Made in the USA, which I love. Beautiful packaging. I have enjoyed all of their products, none of which I would buy on my own just because they're a little pricey. But they've been very lovely products. If you've gotten them or think about getting them, they are really nice quality. All right, this one I think is one I am excited about. This is Kate Somerville. And I just got my first ever product from her. I believe it's my first ever in my FabFitFun. I haven't tried it yet because I have a queue of cleansers, but this is an acne treatment. And you know what? I had adult acne, and then I finally got that under control, and I thought I was done. And then in the last 3 months, I keep having pimples come up and come up. So I think I chose this. It's a $68 product. I like the packaging. It's metal. It feels really nice and weighty. And this says, help eradicate breakouts and fade your dark marks with a gel cream. I don't know whether it's visible, but my last pimple is just sort of there. So we're going to give this the test tonight and see if it's going to get rid of the dark spot for my pimple. This says, eradicate acne mark fading gel, salicylic acid. This is a very, very nice packaging. I love the color, and I love that it's like a heavy metal. Oh, I was trying to find ingredients, but I don't think there's a list. When I printed this out, it's more, it was reviews. All my other ones had, okay, niacinamide, prebiotic complex, and then there were just some reviews. Both said they do not like the scent. Let's give her a whiff. I can see that. It has kind of like a medical scent, but you know, I don't know. I don't really care about the smell as long as it's working on my pimples. It does have a pump, so I am excited to try this. And I feel like I need it. I don't know. My pimples have come back. I feel like by 43, I should not have pimples, but I guess not. All right. I forget in this category what my choices were, and I just went with a practical choice. They're claiming that these are $45. I would not pay $45. And is it Etika? Yeah, I guess it's Etika. These are hair clips. I'm happy to have them. I will absolutely use them. I've never heard of that brand. I absolutely do not think that they are worth $45. And I don't remember, but there was nothing else remotely that I wanted in that particular category. But these will absolutely get used. I don't have a gray one or a cream one. And I do like the shape. I love that you're going to see some hair here. So very practical. We'll definitely use these. And they kind of feel like they have almost like that grippy kind of stuff. It's like they're coated just slightly, kind of have kind of like a grippy sort of plastic feel. Anyway, I like those. I will use them. And sometimes it's kind of nice to have something that's not always skincare. All right, I got this, but specifically, sorry, my daughter came in to visit. I picked this specifically for a giveaway. I don't think I will try it. And there was nothing in this category I wanted for myself. So this is Item Beauty, a Slick Type, $20 value facial cleanser. And this is basically like a makeup melting balm. And Item Beauty is that one, I think she's like a YouTuber person, or I don't even know. But she was basically a social media like person who got lots of views. She was in a movie recently. I can't think of her name, but she started this. And I love my L'Occitane, like a milk cleansing oil. So I've tried several balms, and even if they're fine, I just prefer my other one. So I specifically got this for the giveaway. I think in the past I've seen her with like a blue and silver packaging, but this is kind of orange and cream. And it looks like it comes with a little scoop, which I think is really cute. I think that's actually a really good idea. And it is a very thick white balm. So this could be awesome. But again, as long as there's room in the package, I feel like this is just going to go to a giveaway. And that's fine. And again, I picked it for that. Let's see the ingredients. The first one is like acetyl ethane hexate. I don't even know what that is. But then the second ingredient is triglycerides, which is really nice for your skin. So that second ingredient is really good. And then we have a bunch of things I don't even know. Olive fruit oil, rose fruit oil, grapeseed oil, sage. So it looks like lots of oils. This looks like it's cut pretty good ingredients. I just don't think I need it. And that brings us to the end. I did have one add-on. And this was for $3.50. And this was Fluff Up Brow Wax by Benefit. And I think I had seen somewhere where people were kind of raving about Benefit brow products. So I thought, why not try it? I'm a little scared if it's actually like wax. I love to do a brow gel. I think it kind of makes me look more awake. So let's see here. So I think this is, I mean, they say a wax, so I'm interested to try this. It has a small kind of little applicator, and I don't know, is it actually wax or is it gel? I mean, it says wax, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy to try that, and I thought, why not for $3.50? And I feel like this will probably last a pretty good amount. Flexible hold, flake-free. So anyway, this is my Ipsy, and I like it better than I thought I did, which I tend to do. Like, I tend to like kind of be grumbly about my choices. Still though, in my past, I just super loved my Ipsy X's. And I'm not, I mean, it's not bad. It's not my best one. And of course you win some, you lose some. I am probably most excited about the Kate Somerville products. And I will absolutely use the hair oil, although I'm confused about why they're in capsules. And I guess if we're being honest, these are the only two products that I'm super excited about. I will absolutely use these. These are 100% useful. Just not very exciting, but I totally will use that. So that's 3 products out of 8 that I'm excited about or will use. The Drunk Elephant I am excited about, but I'm fairly afraid that the lactic acid is going to make me turn red. And then I will basically have wasted it, and I can't give it away at that point. I'll have to give it away to somebody at work. So I'm a little afraid of this one. And then the rest of it is pretty much going to go in a giveaway. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Hello guys. All right, we are here with the Sephora portion. So I would say probably at the end of December, I decided to cut back on some of my boxes. I'm not getting the Rose War Panty Power, probably, I won't say never again, but for the foreseeable future. And then I'm also cutting back on the TheraBox. They do 3 spoilers, and if I don't like those 3 spoilers, I skip. And so that has, honestly, I may just keep doing that forever, because that's freed up about $60 where I can buy products that I'm excited to try or really, have wanted to try. So it is I'm kind of torn, because if I got those boxes, I would probably have 8 to 10 products for $60. Whereas this way, I'm generally getting 2 products for $60. But anyway, so I had tried the Rihanna or the Fenty Skin moisture riser SPF through Ipsy, and I love it. I don't know what year Fenty came out. I liked Rihanna's videos where she kind of did a YouTube style video explaining, and I don't know, I just felt like she was honest and genuine, and I don't know, I just jived with those videos. But basically, she was talking about, she's a busy woman. She doesn't have time for multiple steps, multiple products. So I really liked the idea that all of her products were multitasking. And I feel like this one is pretty true to that. Now, I will also say it's pricier. It's $38, but the refill is $38. So it has a little package like this. And so it's a kind of a thicker, nicer case. But what I love about this is that it's kind of like a moisturizer, serum, SPF all in one. So in the morning, if I have time, I'm generally doing a couple of steps. But if I'm running late, this can be a one and done. And I love that. I love the packaging. I love that it's one and done. It's only 1.7. So I can get my Paula's Choice with 2 ounces for less than this. So it is, again, pricey. But let's see. Glycerin, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate, watermelon seed extract, aloe, a couple forms of aloe. Just really good ingredients. So I love the ingredients. I love that there's 30 SPF. So it's a moisturizer, plus has a bunch of kind of serum type ingredients. So I just really loved this. I had bought the sample, and it says light as air, invisible sun protection, defends and brightens. I love it. So I had to buy it again. I'm not sure whether I installed this right. And I like enough that they basically have there we go. It's kind of a pinkish color. Again, it's super moisturizing. I kind of almost feel like if you had oily skin, it might not be for you. But I love it. And I'm trying to see, can you close it? I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that to see if you can close it. I hope you can for travel. All right, the other one is a total splurge. I know nothing about it. I almost hope I don't fall in love with it. This is the Olaplex No. 4 Dry Shampoo. Now, I'm a little scared because it says clean volume, and so I am hoping it doesn't really add volume. Whenever I see, now I'm really sort of regretting this. Maybe I should return this. The reviews were pretty awesome on this. Oh, it says volume. Whenever it says volume, I end up hating it. I do not like the texture feeling of volume when it's a dry shampoo. Absorbed oil, volumizes, refreshes, and detoxifies. This was $30, so it's a very expensive, 6 ounces. My favorite is Redken, and I think, with inflation, my Redken might have went up to $35. I think my Redken was $25. But nice metal container. I think I'll just give it a whirl. I'm a little afraid that with that volume, I need to read things more thoroughly. But the reviews were awesome. I did a couple kind of Google searches, and a couple people tried this and really liked it. So anyway, I'm excited to try that. And then this time, boom. This time with Sephora, you got to pick a couple samples. And so this one is a Mika The Cure multitasking repair treatments. I like Amika. I also like trying hair care. So I thought this would be fun. And I think, I don't know, I want to feel like the little ad I popped on, this was almost sort of like a treatment that's supposed to help breakage. So I almost feel kind of like a protein treatment. So excited for that. And then a tiny little Rose Inkleton MD Complexion Brightening Booster. And there's no ingredients or anything for you, but I do love face oils. And so I thought this would be fun to try. So anyway, that's my Sephora little part. I'm kind of liking having the free money to try things. Yes, I don't get as many, but I'm kind of tired of getting boxes where you don't have much of a choice. And so you're either going to love it or not. So it's kind of fun to actually kind of free up some money to try new things. All right. Anyway, up next is my Marshalls haul. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today we are starting with a Marshalls haul. More than likely this will be added on to something else. I am getting better about putting timestamps down below. So whatever section you're here for, go ahead and click on that. If you can't tell by the bag, Easter is basically the theme of this. I will say that I feel like TJ Maxx and Marshalls after Christmas may be the time to take a break. They are kind of both my, I don't know, my evil obsessions. I love TJ Maxx. I love Marshalls. January definitely was a bust, and we're mid-February when I'm filming this, and I just went to TJ Maxx and there was nothing. And then Marshalls, I probably could have gotten a few more things, not in skincare, surprisingly. I do know, at least from like last year with Halloween, I feel like if you want holiday stuff, you have to get there early before it's picked over. So let's start with these bags. It was a set of 2 for $10. Oh, I also feel like prices are getting a little up there for both places. But anyway, $10 for 2 bags. I just love it. I'm a sucker for anything that says mama. So this says Mama Bunny. And I just love it. A couple of our reusable grocery bags are sort of basically at the end of their life. They have holes. And then it came with a baby bunny one. And I love that. So like today, Cora and I had our matching parcels that I think was a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls. I don't remember. And so she could have put her stuff in the baby bunny. I also love that there's polka dots. These are very nice, sturdy canvas. I also feel like this could be her Easter bag this year. So I feel like this has multiple functions. And I really like it. And this one will just be in my car permanently for groceries. I saw this big thing of cotton candy. I just thought it would be something unique for Easter, for Cora. I think it's like $5, $4.49 or something. But anyway, I picked that up. I almost picked up some more. They had some like, I don't know, gummy ribbons and things like that. They're a little unique. But I left those behind because they were like $5. All right, this guy is way too expensive, I feel like. I feel like I might have been able to find something comparable at Marshalls for cheaper, but it just spoke to me. Although I will admit too, there was like 5 of the same thing. And I literally was going through like 2 of them like back and forth because all of these little things were kind of put a little bit differently. This is $30, which I think is a little bit much, but it just spoke to me. I love the bunny butt here. I love the Easter eggs. I love the greenery. This will be something that I put up every year for years to come. So for me, it was a splurge, but I love it and I can't wait. I'm a little sad because we have over a month until I can put it out, and maybe even longer because I don't know when Easter is, but I'm thinking mid-April. But I just love it. Love, love, love. But I do think the price is a little bit much since Michael's always has, you know, things 40% off. Another Easter thing, I just couldn't say no. I'm a little afraid Cora is going to want to take out the eggs, but is this little metal like crate with eggs. Purple is my favorite color, and this was $6.99. I'm thinking I'm just gonna be like, hey, you can't not take the eggs out. I just see this on my bookshelf. I even see it back here. So this could be in here. This could be on our shelf in the living room, but I just really liked it. And this is really probably an unnecessary splurge. Somehow in YouTube, I got on these videos of like, people have everything in their fridge and cabinets organized. I feel like that's a little bit much. I feel like if that's you, it makes you happy, awesome. But this holds 14 eggs, and so we go through eggs quite a bit. So I was just thinking that it might be nice when you're kind of like almost done with one, but on to the next, you can store them. I also feel like this could be handy camping. So when we go camping, you know, that carton of, the egg carton gets all soggy from the ice. So I feel like you could just put this down in the bottom of your cooler. So I don't know. We will see. This is $4.99. I think probably unnecessary. But if you're one of the people that you're like watching these people organize their fridge and your cabinets with all of these acrylic, I don't know. Anyway, clear plastic containers. Marshall's has a whole aisle almost dedicated to just these. I didn't notice it this time, but I will say in January, the Marshalls and TJ Maxx were getting really close in their stuff. And I feel like now they've differentiated, which is good. I like having like 2 different places to go. So we got that. And then the last thing is really more just a practicality item. Here lately, I have been having a call for wanting a clip. Normally, we are not bag clip people. But I don't know, just in the last, month or so, there's been a couple things where I'm like, I wish I had a bag clip. These were on clearance for $2, which I guess is only 99 cents off their $2.99 price tag. They're also magnets. The magnets are back here. They're also magnets. So this can hold Cora's artwork on the fridge. But then when or if I need a bag clip again, they're kind of like a dual purpose. So, and we love bright colors, so that works out. So I liked it. It's kind of a win-win. Chip bag if I need it, or chip clip, but then artwork holder in the meantime. So that's kind of my mini Marshalls haul. I just knew when I saw these bags, I could not let them go. But again, like I am just a sucker for mama anything. So mama bunny and then the baby bunny. I love the polka dots. So that's one of my favorite things. And I just could not say no to this bunny butt. I love it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you soon.